Well, Neymar Santos Jr. is pushing in for a move to go ahead and really join Manchester United. He wants to come to the Premier League because he knows what it's all about. We are going to be discussing that and obviously letting you know which source is going to hate really give us the story of Santos Neymar Jr. Welcome to this channel, United Matters channel, guys. Guys, I've been having some fever, and that's why I've come in late. And I'm sorry, but since yesterday night I was not feeling well. I did my medication and I'm at least feeling a little bit better, and we're here to really bring you some stories that you guys want to hear and want to listen to and obviously watch. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, it's David De Gea soon or close to signing his new contract. He has gone ahead to agree with the terms, and that story is coming in from the Telegraph, and very many others have gone ahead to report it. And lastly, we are going to be discussing the dates that have been released by the Premier League of releasing the fixtures of the season of 2023-2024. It shows you how organized these English teams are, or European teams are, Western teams are, because they work on a plan, and the plan has already been scheduled. Teams have already gone ahead to really submit in which days do they want to be hosting certain games at their stadiums. So it looks like they're good and ready to go. And I think after this season, we'll be really letting you know how the Premier League fixtures are going to be looking for Manchester United and very many other teams. Now, let's go and do a little bit of Neymar. This is the second time in a space of like 1 week when this story has been thrown to us. And obviously, this is Lawrence Julian is a French man in English talking all things about ESPN, BT Sport, RMC Sport, and totally football shows on 5 Live. So this is the guy that is really working for multiple media outlets, and he has gone ahead and really confirmed to us that reported Neymar is ready to leave PSG this summer. He has changed his mind in recent weeks. He would prefer a move to the Premier League. PSG would be accommodating on the structure of a deal with a loan, including option to make any move permanent onto the table if it would help move the player on. Now, at PSG, there is a crown prince, that is Kylian Mbappe. You know, Kylian Mbappe doesn't want to share his shine with the likes of Neymar and Messi, you know? And by the time Neymar came in through, I think they're like 5 years back, he was like 25, 26 years of age, and he had a lot to offer, and he was so much rated ahead of Kylian Mbappe. But this time round, it looks like things have gone ahead to fall out in between Kylian Mbappe and Messi and Neymar. With Messi leaving, Neymar finds himself in a position of not really wanting to stay at PSG. And do you know what has gone ahead to shock me? Neymar, I think, just renewed his contract, I think, was it last summer, you know, and still has some good years left on his contract. And he was earning £500,000 per week. So PSG want to fight their wage structure, number one. Two, they have got ahead to know that stars, even if you combine them, it's hard for them to lift trophies because they've been having stars ever since the likes of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Cavani, Verratti have been into that team. So they've gone ahead to have Neymar, Messi, and Kylian Mbappe, arguably the best front three as far as talent is concerned in the world. But they failed to go ahead and really beat teams like Bayern Munich, who had Lewandowski, Serge Gnabry, and Leroy Sen, a front three that really beat them in the finale, you know? Kingsley Coleman. I think now the sporting director has gotten to know that is Ocampos that we need to be having one star, that is Kylian Mbappe, and get in players that can really go ahead and really throw in the efforts and work hard for the player, and that is Kylian Mbappe. So as it stands, Neymar wants to come to the Premier League, and Manchester United, one of those teams that he wants to come and really play for. That's it. But when you look at Mbappe and Neymar being linked to Manchester United, what comes into your mind? You know, to me, this comes into my mind. It's all about Sheikh Jassim Al Thani. I believe if Sheikh Jassim Al Thani takes over Manchester United, one of those players will come to Manchester United, either Kylian Mbappe or Neymar. But if you're asked of the two, who is an easy deal to Manchester United, I think it's Neymar. Will Ten Hag say no to this Neymar signing? I don't think he will say no, because he needs quality. You know, when you look at Neymar, he really creates nothing. He really creates something from nothing, you know. And my only worry will be, where is Garnacho going to be playing? You know, because having Neymar in your team, it's very hard to really bench him. How are they going to share that role? Because Neymar has been seen playing a lot as a left attacking midfielder, you know, in his entire career. He can lead the line, he can play as a number 8, a central attack midfielder, or play behind a number 9. And on the right wing, I've not seen him there very many times, but all of the stories I've been doing of Neymar being linked to Manchester United, I've been saying that maybe Ten Hag wouldn't like to this player, but quality is really so much important for Eric Ten Hag. He has known that Rashford can't do the job, and Neymar can get the job done and dusted. So I think Eric Ten Hag knows how to really handle the ego of Neymar. And to me, if at all you tell me that Kylian Mbappe and Neymar this summer, I think it's better to first get in Neymar, because Mbappe has an ego problem with him. That's it. But any of the two will be so much a signing that will welcome to Manchester United, because he's 31 years of age. I think if at all you get him on a loan and he plays for us one season, I think that will be good, because we are into a problem of not having money. If there is any player we can get on a long season loan like Neymar on his quality, and we share the salary with PSG, 250 split, I think that will be good. You know, I had not looked into that, you know, and with the players with the board of United not being certain of what is going to happen with the takeover, I think such deals should be given to Manchester United, to Eric Ten Hag, such that if at all he goes to America, he'll be having like Neymar with him. At least, if at all having Neymar leading your line, I think it will be a great deal. But he has seemed to be an injury-prone player. But if at all he's an additive, and we bring in a world-class centre forward, a CDM, and a right-footed central defender, I think that will be working all well for United. So let's wait and see how Neymar to Manchester United is going to go ahead and really go on. I've turned heel onto my thoughts on Neymar, and most of you are going to get shocked as to why Rokani is really now fancying in for a deal of Neymar. But it's all in the name of us not knowing the future of Manchester United and who is going to be our new owner. So you just have to accept that you get in Neymar, and when you get in Neymar on a loan, that means you're going to get him early, such that we are having some good players with Eric Ten Hag on the preseason. We start off the season with Neymar. I think we'll be having a more threatening front three, according to me. So after that, David De Gea, a man who was slated recently. The story has been brought in by the Telegraph that De Gea has agreed terms on a new contract. United is waiting for it to be signed off by the club before it's announced. De Gea has been given no assurances he'll be number 1 next season. For me, it's not all about giving him assurances. It's all about him signing this contract. You know, I've seen very many people coming out, especially pundits, doing the puntery job, that they are not concerned, and they wouldn't have gone ahead to give him a new contract. And I asked, why don't you give a player who has gone ahead to keep the most clean sheets in the season? And I think the remaining 3 games, are they 4 for Manchester United against Wolves, you know, Bournemouth, Chelsea and Fulham, I expect him to keep like more 2 clean sheets, and he might lift the golden glove. That is a player known as David De Gea. So to me, it comes to my understanding that the player is really good. And I've seen even Rio Ferdinand coming out and saying that, is he a football playing goalkeeper? You know, the problems at Manchester United are far away from David De Gea. You know, he has done his job, he has saved us on several occasions, and playing from the back is not our problem. Our problem is scoring goals. In the previous 2 games, we've not gone ahead to score goals. At Brighton, we failed to score even 1. Everton went and put 5 past Brighton yesterday. So, people should put the focus onto our front line and those people responsible to supply the centre forward of Manchester United. That's why yesterday when I was doing a story about Antoine Martial being slated by Alan Shearer and Ian Wright, about him not scoring, I asked, which game of football are they watching? You know, their analyses sometimes look like they aren't football. You know, football is not for them, because if you tell me that In the previous games, ever since Anthony Martial came in through, he has had 6 clear-cut chances and he has not scored any. Then I listen to you. But none of the chances have been created to that man, apart from that apart from that chance of Rashford that really made him. So to me, I think maturity is really required into these analyses, and we need to find ourselves in a position of really coming in through and obviously putting ourselves in the position of those strikers. Even if it was Alan Shearer at Manchester United, even if it's Erling Haaland, he cannot get you goals. Not until our creative department continues to create those goals. That's it. And even when we create those chances massively, we don't kill off these games. Against West Ham, in the first 10 minutes, we had like 2-3 chances. Against Brighton, we had like 4 good chances in the entire 45 minutes, and we couldn't convert any. So I think people should not shift the blame to David De Gea, because the problem Manchester United is not scoring goals. And on record, we've gone ahead to score only 49 goals this season. Very, very worse. How can we only score 49 goals this season? The likes of Man City are in 89. Arsenal is in like 83. They've scored times to the number of goals we're going to hate to score. Leicester, I think they've also gone ahead to score more than Manchester United. So don't take the blame to David De Gea. And congratulations to David De Gea. I can't wait to see your contract being announced by Manchester United. But lastly, as we sum up our first video of the day, when will the 2023-2024 fixtures be released? That is Manchester United website. They've told us that the Premier League has confirmed when the fixtures for the 2023-2024 season will be announced. Always a date for the diaries. The initial list to be released at 9 British Standard Time on Thursday, 15th June of August. The first place to check them out will be onto the United app and manunited.com. We already know Burnley and Sheffield will be among 20 teams in the top flight, along with one of the 4, Coventry City, Luton Town, Middlesbrough, or Sunderland. So on the 15th of June, just 2 weeks after the ceasing of the Premier League this season, we'll be getting to know who we are going to be playing. And you know how we do it here onto the United Matters channel. We'll come here, digest the entire fixture, the top 10 fixtures, and then see how Erik ten Hag will have a go onto these fixtures. So I like the Western world culture because of that. I come in a country known as Uganda, where fixtures are released and it's only half of the fixture is released. Then after the first leg is done for the season, they go ahead and really compile in the second fixture. So that is really weird. But when you look at how this Premier League is really doing things, I think they're really doing them on a professional bit of it. And that's why these leagues will continue to attract more and more sponsors, because every time you really put your things in line and on program, there is no way you are not going to miss out onto these sponsors, because they will see how organized you are, because organization leads to success. That's it. The more you get organized, the more you near your success and touch it. So guys, your thoughts on Neymar wanting Man United transfer are welcome in the comment section below. Would you advise Erik ten Hag to let in Neymar or not? Then David De Gea soon signing a new contract. That's it. What are your thoughts about it? And who do you think United will open up in the season of 2023-2024? Your predictions are welcome, because on the 15th of June, it's going to be out. That is the fixture. I'm out. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Rock and David remains my name. Guys, I'm going to work hard to see that I really bring you another story. Not so? And we are all prayers that Madrid beats Man City today. You know that. Because we don't want them to win a treble. That's it. I'm out. And good night to those going to bed. And bye-bye.